The parts of fetal skull are face, the mandible is missing in this skull, the brow, vertex, and the occiput. The face is from the chin, mandible, to the superiorly to the supraorbital ridges and the root of the nose. The brow is the lower margin is supraorbital ridges and root of the nose, and the upper is the the coronal suture. The vertex is from the coronal suture anteriorly to the lambdoid suture posteriorly, and two imaginary lines passing through the parietal eminences on the sides. And this part is the occiput, from the down anteriorly by the lambdoid suture and posteriorly this is the bony part. Now I'm going to describe the engaging diameters of the fetal skull. For that I'm going to tell you the landmarks, bony landmarks. Somewhere here below the occipital prominence, we take this point as subocciput. The prominent point of the occipital bone is the occiput, and the highest point of the sagittal suture, sagittal suture, is the parietal. This is the highest point of the parietal suture. The center of the bregma and the anteriormost point of the bregma. The root of the nose, the anterior point of the chin is known as mentum, and the point where the neck, floor of the mouth joins the neck, in junction of the floor of the mouth with the neck is submentum. So the engaging diameters, first is suboccipitobregmic, which extends from the subocciput, means the point below the occiput, to the center of the bregma, which is around 9.5 centimeters. The second is, and in this the head is well flexed, and the presenting part is the vertex. The second is suboccipitofrontal, in which it extends from the subocciput to the anteriormost point of the bregma. Again, the vertex presentation with slight deflection, and the diameter is 10.5 centimeter. The diameter is 10 centimeter. The third is occipitofrontal, which extends from the occipital protuberance to the root of the nose. It measures around 11.5 centimeter. In this, the head is markedly deflexed, and the presentation is still the vertex. Now, the next is mentovertical, extending from the chin to the highest point of the parietal suture. It is the largest diameter, engaging diameter, which is
14 centimeter.
Around 14 centimeter. The attitude of head is partially extended here, and the presentation is brow, for which we don't have any normal mechanism of labor. The next is submentovertical, the point of junction of the floor of the mouth with the neck to the highest point of the parietal suture. This is of 11.5 centimeter. In this, the head is incomplete extension, and the presenting part is face, and the neck is fully extended, complete extension, where the engaging diameter is submentovertical. Pragmatic. From the point of junction of floor of the mouth with the neck to the center of the bregma, which is around 9.5 centimeter, and again the presentation is face. Now the transverse diameter of the fetal skull are biparietal diameter, which extends between the two parietal eminences and is around 9.5 centimeters. The another diameter is super subparietal, means one point below the parietal eminence and other the contralateral or opposite is above the parietal eminence. It could be like this or this. Super subparietal. It is around 8.5 centimeter. The third is bitemporal diameter. which extends between the 2 points where which starts from the anterior and inferior end of the coronal suture, both the sides. It is of 8 centimeter. And the last is bimastoid diameter, which is of 7.5 centimeter and incompressible diameter. The mastoid processes of this skull is missing, so it would be somewhere here. तो ये हो गया fetal skull. अब एक पोज कर ले, स्टार्ट करके बता दे, ठीक है. So now I'm describing the sutures in the fetal skull. This is the frontal suture between the two frontal bones. This is the coronal suture between the frontal and parietal bones. This is the sagittal suture between the two parietal bones, and this is the lambdoid suture between the occipital and parietal bones. We have two front fontanelles, anterior and posterior. Anterior is also known as bregma, and the posterior is also known as lambda. The clinical importance of posterior fontanelle is this only, that it closes at around term. So in a normal delivery, we usually find this as closed. The anterior fontanelle remains open till the age of 18 months. To help the baby before the delivery, it allows the molding, and to certain extent it allows the help of the brain also. It doesn't closes till the 18 years, so as our brain grows till 2 years of age. With this we can check the hydration status of the baby, we can draw the CSF sample, we can inject certain drugs. So these are the importance of the anterior fontanelle.